Hello friends, how are you? In this video, we will discuss the find the greatest of the three numbers in Java. So given this problem, so we can say it given three integer input one, number two, and number three. Or the object is write a code and to find the largest of three number in Java language. And which is the given in this article, we will see Java program and find the greatest of three numbers. Then we will use its else conditions and ternary operators find the same. And here are some of the method or solve an above mentioned problems. So number one is greater than number two is greater than number three, and it is given by three problems. What is the greatest number of this program? So we can make this program and solve it the situation. So first of all, we can make the program solution. After that, we can make the public class. After that, we will make the or our drive function, and after that we can make initialize the number one and number two and number three. So we can write it. We are also make the public static void main function or our drive function that then after we will make the number one, number two, and number three. This is the greatest number of the factor, and with given the problems are mentioned of ternary operator and with settings are two given numbers and then what is the greatest number. So we can solve it. We will solve it the problem. So first of all, we can initialize the problems int number one, number two, and number three. After initialize the problems, get into the solutions. What we do after given this situations, and we can also give the value with our function 0 and anyway 10. Finally we will get the value of is equal to 30. This will greatest number of the common factor with using a ternary operator using if else condition, and check if number one is greater than number two and number two is greater than number one, and if number 3 is greater than number 2, so initialize the problems and printing the number and greatest number of any common factor with using ternary operator. So using our if condition, so we will also initialize the number 1, get a number 1 is less than equal to number 2, and make the nn, and after number 1 is less than equal to number 3. So the print the programs, so shout the program, we will print the number 1, but is greatest number. Then after we will make the else conditions. So if conditions the make of a given property are number two is less than equal to number one, so we can solve it. We can also make the else condition. We can make the printing the our second number. So this is the greatest number of the factor of indications. After we will initialize the problems of the three problems, 13 problems, and they also make the else if condition of third type and what is the greatest number factor contributions. After make the else condition again and make the property and given the number three, so is it less than equal to number one and give the an end. After we will check the third type property. So number three is also less than is equal to number two, because both side checking to the number which will the greatest number of third authentication, and we can copy it and then paste it and initialize the number of three, and also icon we are forget the icon of plus, and we are complete our program and check get what is the greatest number of get into the value of number one, number two, and number three, 10, 20, and 30. We can also already given the value of our program. So we will execute this program, and then after we look at the output, what is the output? That is greatest number, and we can change it. We can change it doing 40 in after change the 10 of 40. We are again execute this code. 40 is the greatest number. You can or anyway check in the 60 anywhere any change the number. He will get the right output for the code. And if you are understand the code, so please subscribe and make more video for follow. And then after I will second using the ternary operator, the second method on this program to make a greatest number for the functions. And we can solving in Java programming language that we will discuss all about of remove this particular lines. After we can sufficient of the initializing the value of in the public and private functions. After that itself we can solve the problems and practice every day for this codes to make innovative make the code. And if you are interested the for loop, so I will make the playlist for loop and while loop and nested loop and over one loop the make the files, so you can check my playlist. After that you can practice every day. So if you are interested in this programming language, to subscribe for more video and subscribe for my channel. So after we will discuss the boring thing, make the second method of a greatest factor number. So let's see it this method. So we can initialize a temporary file of temp and also make the result for getting the result. After doing this initialize the temp and the temporary result, we can make the temporary file and get into the result for number one is less than number two. After that get an end. Our programs are get a number one such that number two. This is make the our program. After that we can print the result. Therefore being the number, make the temp file again the temp file and it less than equal to number three, because number three after that we can value is some a lot of smallest number of initialize the value and properties. After that we can take a question mark button. We can show it of temporary file with a subset of number three. And he is some mistake for the end questions is a make the of exclamation and question mark with finally we can print the program. What is get the output and get the result for the being or operations. After that we can the greatest number. So we can complete this program. After that execute and check the our output. This is the 60 is a greater data number. And we can check the second method. After that we can check the value of number one and make the 80 70. So he will check the 70 is the greatest number. You can check of both method. One first a ternary method and second is using also ternary method and different type of kind methodology and mechanism of using Java programs. And we can take the 80 of number two for given the change the value. And the value is also this is the greatest number, and you can check again of any value of 100 for the for further. And the 100 is this the greatest number, so we can solve in this programs and continuously we can make the video for this. In this program type you can kindly subscribe for this channels in this type of watching the video. And thanks for watching the video.